Stand by, Bo Fogel. Waiting for push alert to be sent, and then we'll start. Here we go. Good afternoon. Welcome into our WBAY newsroom as we welcome. Let's do this first. Good afternoon. Welcome into our WBAY newsroom as we interrupt local news live to bring you what we're working on live today. I am Chris Roth, and we'll get you set on some of the stories that we are working on right now in our newsroom, and getting you set for our evening newscast today at 4, 4:35, and 6 o'clock, of course. And let's start with this. Interesting news here for Congressman Mike Gallagher, who is facing some criticism now after his decision earlier this week not to support impeachment of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Gallagher was one of 3 Republican congressmen to vote against impeachment. Now, he made it clear he feels Mayorkas has not handled the southern border problem well at all, but he warned that impeachment would set a precedent for more proceedings like it in the future. The Oconto and Brown County GOP chairman have blasted Gallagher for that decision. We are working on reactions from both sides. Also today, Thomas Smith, the man charged in a burglary, theft, and arson case back in 2021, sentenced today, 9 years behind bar and then 4 years of extended supervision. Smith was found guilty of breaking into and robbing and then setting fire to the lock-safe storage units on Green Bay's west side. See, there is some of the fire, and there's some of the remnants of that fire after the fact. It caused about $400,000 in damage. Brittany Schmidt was in the courtroom today. She will have reports coming up later on this evening. Also, recently, the University of Wisconsin launched a new website to allow for one-stop shopping for online programs at all the schools in the system. Now, this enhances the existing UW Extended campus that has been in existence for a while. The new portal makes finding online education more efficiently, bringing what system President Jay Rothman calls the world-class education of all the universities into one easy-to-access location. Now, this is a growing and competitive field in higher education. A Forbes study conducted last spring found that about 15% of all post-secondary learners are enrolled in online universities or colleges. That accounts for about 8.5 million U.S. students taking online classes. President Rothman is going to join me today on Action 2 News at 4:30 to learn more about this. And another player with ties to the Green Bay Packers will be enshrined in Canton, Ohio. Tonight, the class of 2024 will officially be announced. But earlier today, the Chicago Sun-Times reporting that Julius Peppers will be a part of that class. Peppers ranks 4th all-time on the sacks list. He had 25 of his 159.5 career sacks playing for the Packers from 2014 through 2016. Dave Schrader going to have more on this story coming up tonight on Action 2 News at 6 o'clock in his Super Bowl reports from Las Vegas. Let's bring you back in here. We don't want to see that again. We want to see this. We do have some breaking news coming in. We had received some scanner reports. We are able to confirm now we have a WBAY crew on the scene on shore deploying the airboat for what looks to be an ice rescue. We had reports of fishermen trapped on ice that broke away in the Bay of Green Bay. The Brown County Sheriff confirms to us they are deploying an airboat. This is in the New Franken area. Reports of 2 people on ice broke away. That ice floating out into the bay now. All the scanner reports indicate that. All we know from Brown County Sheriff's is that the airboat has been deployed. We have a crew heading to the scene, and we bring you the latest information on this as it becomes available to you, either online and, of course, in our newscasts coming up later on today. Well, that obviously tells us that the weather situation we know is not good, and let's bring in Bo Fogel, meteorologist Bo Fogel, to tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing out there and what's leading to these types of dangerous conditions. Bo?
Well, Chris, it's just very, very warm. It's spring-like weather outside, so it's quite dangerous to honestly be out there on the ice. Hopefully, the rescues can get to them and they'll be okay. But not only that, we're seeing warm temperatures and rainfall, and I've already gotten two total lightning strikes reported in our area.
What?
So looking at
Lightning strikes?
Lightning, yes. 2 lightning strikes already.
Well, the world is turned upside down, Bo.
It is, Chris. It is. I don't get it. I just don't get it why this is happening. But looking at First Alert Viper Max, you see that scattered showers coming through the area. One of the strikes was down into the Fond du Lac area, so that happened about 20 minutes ago or so, and we'll still see more and more chances of showers and storms in the next few hours through the evening hours. We'll have probably a better chance of more chances of thunder and lightning later on tonight. But look at these temperatures. Look at that 55 degrees, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, 54 in Appleton, 52 here in Green Bay. Very, very warm for this time of year. And when you compare it to the average, we are nearly 30 degrees warmer than what we should be at. Look at Fond du Lac, 29 degrees warmer than what they should be at. Our average high is supposed to be in the upper 20s. So it's no wonder the ice is melting so quickly and causing dangerous conditions. For your forecast for the rest of the evening, we'll still see more chances of scattered showers, maybe even some isolated thunderstorms. Temperatures cooling down to about the mid to upper 30s for this evening, and then tomorrow into the weekend we'll start cooling back down. Do want to show you real quick an update on the Storm Prediction Center outlet, the severe weather outlet. We're still under a non-severe threat. The marginal risk is still down to the south in Madison and Milwaukee. So for all of northeast Wisconsin, we're still under a non-severe threat. So looking at the severe weather risk, I'm just thinking there could be a chance of maybe some heavy rain here and there, but nothing crazy. And all the other risks are very low. So tonight we'll just see scattered showers and storms. By tomorrow morning, the rain will be done and we'll see mostly cloudy skies. And then for your Sturgeon Spearing, Saturday and Sunday, mostly cloudy, partly sunny, temperatures upper 30s.
Yeah,
so
we'll see what kind of season that turns out. That's not going to be a season. Very, very, very dangerous conditions out there. So, Bo, thanks very much. We appreciate it. And again, we want to get everybody caught up to date with this breaking news. Again, we'll mention it really quickly. We had received scanner reports of 2 people trapped out on the ice in the Bay of Green Bay. That ice broke away and was floating away. We sent a crew. We can confirm from the Brown County Sheriff's Office that they have deployed an airboat. So that would tell you that there is going to be an ice rescue underway out on the bay. Again, we have a crew on the way, and we will bring you updates again online and coming up on Action 2 News at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. Let's take a look at what else is coming up today on Action 2 News. Let's see if we can get this pulled up. I'm not sure why it's not pulling up. Let's see. Well, that's technology is working well. Let me see if I can get this pulled up for you real quick. Bear with us as we work on this graphic that I cannot show you, but I can tell you, I'll just tell you this. At 4 o'clock today, the sturgeon spearing season, we talked about it with Bo, might be a bust due to bad weather. That's bad news for those folks who wait for a long time to get tags to spear on the upriver lakes. Takes a long time to get those tags. They might be left out in the warm this year. We'll have a story on that coming up tonight on Action 2 News at 4. We already mentioned that interview with UW System President Jay Rothman about the online education website that's been created for the universities of Wisconsin. At 5 o'clock, a story about erosion causing problems for a cemetery along the Fox River in De Pere. We'll take a look at some of the efforts to combat that problem. And at 6 o'clock, I believe it is Thursday, right? So that means Small Towns with Jeff Alexander. One man's mission to chronicle the history of St. Nazianz to the minute detail. That's coming up on Action 2 News at 6 o'clock. So thanks for tuning in to this First Alert Fastcast. Again, we'll get you updated on that breaking news as soon as we have information for you on what looks like an ice rescue that is now taking place out on the Bay of Green Bay. Once again, the Brown County Sheriff's telling us they have deployed an airboat. Scanner report says that 2 people were trapped out on the ice. That is not confirmed. We have confirmed that the airboat has been deployed by the Brown County Sheriff's Office. And again, that update coming up for you online and at WBAY Action 2 News at 4, 4:30, 5, and 6 o'clock. That does it for our First Alert Fastcast. We'll see you back here tonight at 4 o'clock.